Hello Gemini, this is Julie with Into Heartspace looking at your mid-month checkup for September. Thank you to everyone who has been watching my videos, liking, sharing, and subscribing. It has been such a joy to have you guys be there with me during this journey. It's been a year, so thank you, thank you, thank you. And also to all those people who have donated, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So much love and joy. And if you feel called to donate to the channel, you can by going to the website and clicking the donate button. And you can donate anything from $1 to $1 million, whatever strikes your fancy. And to those who have been giving readings to, gosh, it's been so great. I love it. I love being there and spreading your love and your joy and helping you rise up. It's just one of my greatest joys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so Gemini, let's get into it. Calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading. Calling in the divine. What messages, guidance do you have for Gemini for the remainder of September? What messages for Gemini, the remainder of September? Guidance, energy for Gemini. Gemini, Gemini. Okay. You know what I forgot to do? Before the reading, I always light sage for each sign, so it clears the space. So before I pick your cards, I'm going to do that real quick. Okay. All right, and the energy coming in from the beginning of September into the mid-September is a Six of Chalices. And this is perfect for Mercury retrograde especially. Six of Chalices energy is kind of looking back, reflecting on the past and people in your past. And a lot of times the Six of Chalices has an energy of fond memory. So, you know, maybe you came across a picture or a person or something that just kind of lighted that remembrance of yesterday and just made you go, that was really nice, that was very sweet. And then we have the High Priestess. Ooh, okay. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, and Temperance. So we have a lot of people coming into your life. Yeah, and it is destiny. It's destined because the only other cards that we have for the remainder of September are major arcana. So that is destiny. Like you can't get away from it. Like the High Priestess and Temperance will come into your life in some regard, you know. So the High Priestess being in the center of it all is, you know, the moon energy. And it's funny because I'm actually recording this the day after the full moon in Pisces. Okay, and so the High Priestess circulating the rest of your month, it probably started, like this energy probably started around the full moon for you, of going in and out of different realms very easily. And this could be different aspects of your life too, Gemini, from going from work to friends to family, back to work to friends to family, you know, doing all the things very easily, slipping into roles, you know, seamlessly in a way. But the High Priestess is also much more than that, about raising your vibration, raising to a higher spiritual, emotional level, and being okay with that, and taking those messages, taking those energies and bringing them back down to the 3D level, back down to the earth plane, and being able to utilize them in your day-to-day activity, instead of having this separation of, you know, how you feel when you meditate and when you're walking through the streets. So you're finally starting to bring them together and cultivate this being, this constant being of different realms. And we have the Queen of Swords in relationship. And we also have, I mean, these are all swords, Knight and Page of Swords. So Gemini, your tribe is talking to you. You know, the air signs are talking to you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Now, I do feel like, in a way, this is your family. This is your tribe. Because we have the Queen, we have the Knight, Page, and Queen. And I'm going to flip this real quickly because I want to show you something. Page, the Knight. Can you see that? And the Queen. Okay, you can't really see that. Okay. Do you see how it makes a picture? How they're all linked together, and that's why I think it's really a tribe for you. And it could be, you know, a younger brother, sister, a really good friend, and then, you know, a mom or, you know, your partner or something like that. But they're all linked together, and they're all trying to give you the kind of a similar message in a way. Okay? So I think the Queen was up there, and then we had Temperance over here. Okay. So with the Queen of Swords, right, and this was like that, I think. So having the Queen of Swords up here in relationship, and then the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords are all trying to get you in a way to balance, okay? So these people are here to kind of give you a lesson and say, hey, pay attention, Gemini, things are shifting. Like the Knight of Swords in career is saying you're going to have to fight for what you want, what you need, what you believe in. You know, the Knight of Swords is probably going to come up into your face and say, I don't agree with you. I don't agree. I think you are wrong. And you're going to have to stand up and say, no, I'm right. I know what's going on. And you're going to have to take on that role of a knight in a way and speak quickly, which Gemini, you have no problem doing. You can talk with the best of them. You can out-talk an Aries, you know? But like the Knight of Swords energy is really like kind of a combat, kind of saying, it's worth it to me to stand up to. And the Page of Swords in the abundance, I feel like has your back in a way, has your back saying, yeah, go Gemini, go. How can I help you out? It's a younger energy, okay? So like I said, it could be like a younger sister, brother, or cousin, or, you know, or your child if you have, well, of course they're younger than you. But this energy is in support, saying you can do it. It's worthwhile. And the Queen of Swords in relationship here too. Once again, all these air signs, it's just an air quality for you. The Queen of Swords is, you know, also giving you some messages of be careful what you say, be careful how you speak, be careful what you're doing. But I believe in you and I support you. But just be very clear, Gemini. Be very clear what you're about to do. And having the High Priestess here in just encompassing everything, once again, is that you have so much power to move and to shift and to grow and to regenerate, and vitality and fertility. All right. So having that within you, especially when, like, the funny thing is all these people are here to support you. And we have in the mind, body, spirit, temperance. Okay. And that's a Sagittarius energy. So it's like these people, even if they're going against you and saying, nope, I don't agree with you, it's so that you grow. Temperance is expansion, is finding your balance so that you can carry on. You know, it's ruled by Sagittarius, Jupiter energy. Sagittarius is super fun, cultivating, exciting. You know, they have a lot of wherewithal. And like I was just telling a friend of mine that, you know, Sagittarius are like the best question askers, you know? Sagittarius just like, hold on a second, let me ask you another question. Wait, let me see where you're going. Wait, hold on, I need to understand one more thing. And it's just like this smolder of energy so that they can cultivate it and just make it bigger and better. They have to understand it clearly so they can make it better and bigger. And so these people are helping you understand different aspects of yourself so that you can grow, expand, and get better. and better and better and better. And so temperance is that balance. Like, what do I need to know? How am I going to implement it so that I can keep rising up? So this is like self-help central. People are coming in to help you out left and right, okay, Gemini? People want you to grow. So know that if you thought that it was going to be a quiet, Piscean moon for you, full moon, where you just kind of sit back and, relax and take it in, well, you're going to be taking in a lot of people. Okay, so I'm going to call on the animal spirit knowledge cards for an animal guide for you for the remainder of the month. Okay, and this is the Kingfisher. Okay, I have to turn it so I can read it. The Kingfisher is a symbol of peace, abundance, and love. The kingfisher is named for both its dark crest, which suggests royalty, and its skill in hunting fish. Unlike other birds, the female of the species is more colorful than the male. In Greek mythology, the bird is the reincarnation of Halcyon and her husband Ceyx. Halcyon threw herself into the sea after discovering the drowned body of Ceyx. Her devotion impressed the gods, who then transformed the couple into 2 kingfishers. In further tribute, the gods also made the seas calm and the weather fair for the 7 days both preceding and following the shortest day of the year, the so-called Halcyon days. The female bird's colorful appearance is thought to reflect Halcyon's unmatched love for her husband. The kingfisher is commonly associated with peace and the promise of good fortune. In the painting, Jupiter, the planet of abundance, appears as a reminder of that promise. Dun, 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 dun. Jupiter. What was I just saying about Jupiter and temperance and expanding who you are? Knowing that you have people surrounding you and loving you, asking you to grow higher and higher with love. Doing so with peace, knowing that you will always be abundant. So with that, remember, listen to your heart and the body will follow. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessing.